Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to Watchbox, and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, tmosso@thewatchbox.com. It's in the description below. Your purchase and pricing email question line for buying this or any watch you see on any Watchbox platform. Please reach out to me directly. Email tmosso@thewatchbox.com for pricing. Today, we're discussing a lovely and rare Omega De Ville automatic chronometer GMT. So this De Ville GMT is a lovely piece, 38.7 millimeters in stainless steel, only 11.7 millimeters thick. It is far thinner than most modern Omegas. 48.8 millimeters from lug tip to lug tip. It features a 19 millimeter spacing between the lugs. We'll throw it on my wrist, which is 16 centimeters in circumference, and you can see this wonderful brick road link bracelet. It is a remarkably seamless bracelet, identical except for the metal to what you would find on the De Ville central tourbillon of the same period. It is incredibly impressive both in look and feel. The tolerance is worthy of Audemars Piguet or Patek Philippe, only they don't make anything like this. It feels multiples of its price, and it looks the part as well. Again, on my wrist, 16 centimeters in circumference. You do need to size it down a little bit, but it wears quite nicely. It's easily thin enough to fit underneath the cuff. You can see that side to side, it does flare a little bit. So while this is not a big watch, you could wear it on a 13.5 centimeter circumference wrist on a strap. On the bracelet, which does have a little bit of virtual flare and fight, you can see how it swells out like that. I recommend this watch for a wrist of 15 centimeters circumference or larger. And again, that's just because of the rigidity that's inherent in the bracelet, not the size of the case itself. And oh my gosh, this bracelet. You can see it has so many features you rarely see. No daylight between the links. The tolerance is incredible. You can see that it actually features two different planes, that the shoulder links are raised above the channel links. The channel links are satinated and the shoulder links are polished. You have many individual removable links, so you will find the perfect size. Note on the bottom there, gaps to avoid pinching skin or pulling hair, pins and sleeves used here. So use a block and a punch to size this, and then there's so many removable links, you're guaranteed to find the right fit. It has an extensible single fold clasp, and then it is a single trigger release. Snap it shut, it's quite secure, and you can see it's almost hard to spot the break point between the two sides of the bracelet. We have beautifully stepped out lugs with fluted tops. It's a bit of a graceful mid-century look, borrowed from past Omegas like the 2637. If you look at that vintage reference, you'll see where this lug design came from. You can see the bezel is then stepped in somewhat. It's got a little bit of a flat plane and then a dome abutting the sapphire. There's a little bit of a crown guard structure, more for style than functional reasons. Though surprisingly, this watch in stainless steel and automatic winding does have lume, and it is 100 meters water resistant, which makes it sportier than a typical dress GMT would normally be. A lovely ruthenium coated dial. It has a sunburst that radiates out from the center. It's darker than silver. It's a metallic gray. Applique indices, and you can see there's a track outboard for reading the minutes and the seconds. We have alpha style hour and minute hands, that second time zone with a skeletonized red index, and then the fired blue hand at center for the seconds. You can see that I'm able to move the local time. And if I want, I can jump the date forward and backwards if I'm traveling east or west. Pull the crown out. Now, it enters a hacking seconds mode, and I can adjust everything. The 24-hour hand, the 12-hour hand, stop the seconds hand. I can move all of that in sync. Applique indices, applique Omega logo. Despite the fact that many Omega watches from this time period feature printed dials, this is all applique. Underneath the case back, featuring the image of the god Kronos, we have exactly what the case back promises, a GMT movement with coaxial escapement. This watch uses a movement that started life as the ETA 2892A2. It was then upgraded by Omega as the caliber 1120. It was then upgraded again as the coaxial caliber 2500 and modified, as you see here. The movement with GMT function is called the 2628. So it's an automatic winder with a 48-hour power reserve, pivots on 27 joules, 12 and 24-hour independently settable time zones, hacking seconds. It's adjusted in 5 positions, COSC certified as a Swiss chronometer, and it does feature a free-sprung balance for a little bit more precision in adjustment and stability against shock. And it does feature the George Daniels coaxial escapement, which was envisioned in 1974, industrialized by Omega in 1999, and slowly rolled out, starting with the De Ville model line. This watch has an awful lot to recommend it. It is handsome. It is nicely sized. It features a useful complication and a gorgeous and rare bracelet. This watch has it all. Reach out to Team Mosso at thewatchbox.com for purchase and pricing details.